Welcome back. Driverless cars may sound futuristic and fun, but will they ever see widespread use? Possibly. Take a look at what I found in small Minnesota town, 3.5 hours north of the Twin Cities, where they're already a thing, and they have been for years.
Myrna Peterson grew up with a big family in small town Iowa, with a brother bound to a wheelchair.
I was watching the Jetsons, and there was this autonomous car. And I said, hey, Dad, why don't we get one of those? I could take Leon to all the baseball games by myself. And at that time he said, oh, honey, not in my lifetime or your lifetime are you ever going to see one of those vehicles. Flash forward 50 years, we have 9.
They may not fly, but for Myrna, now in a wheelchair herself, these self-driving, accessible taxis are the future of public transportation. And her town, Grand Rapids, Minnesota, is the very first to get them.
It's pretty sweet when people come from Tokyo here and say, whoa, this is really cool. It's like, yeah, it's what we do here.
Tammy Meehan Russell came up with this idea at a self-driving conference in California.
I really wanted to bring the tech and prove the demand for those who need it the most.
She found a tech company and investors, including MnDOT. They just needed the right place to try it.
I said, isn't Myrna Peterson in Grand Rapids?
They happened to serve on a board together.
So I called her. I said, Myrna, I've got this tech partner that we're looking at a place to deploy and do some research. What do you think? And the next day I had a meeting with the city administrator and the sheriff.
In 2022, Go Marty was born. The service offers on-demand rides, kind of like Uber, using vehicles that drive themselves, kind of like Waymo, capable of carrying disabled passengers in winter for free, kind of like, well, no one's really done that before.
How many rides have you given in those 4 years now?
Over 42,000 rides now, yeah, and growing every month.
How does it work? Well, it's kind of like Uber. You just download the Go Marty app, open it up, put your name and phone number in there. You tell it where you are right now and where you want to go.
Instead of going address to address, Go Marty picks you up and drops you off at one of the 100 stops in town, advertised to be within a quarter mile of every address in Grand Rapids.
It says finding you the perfect ride. Boom. Estimated arrival, 11 minutes. Hey, thanks for picking us up.
Go Marty requires a human in the driver's seat for now to assist passengers, build trust in the technology, and take control if needed.
So you're done touching the wheel?
Yeah.
It's now in full auto.
Jesse Sontag with Michigan-based May Mobility showed us how their technology drives these vehicles.
So right now, like if you count a second, 1,000 simulations have been run about what this car next to me right now is going to do.
The vehicles are loaded with cameras, LiDAR, radar, and GPS to interpret everything around the car and make decisions.
No one else is doing this.
At least in cold weather.
We've put enough miles on the vehicles to drive around the Earth 12 times, and that included the winter. And we learned how to behave on icy roads or how to behave when there's snowbanks encroaching on our lane.
He says GPS allows the vehicles to see the lanes even if they're covered with snow. The system prioritizing slower speeds and plowed roads.
That's kind of the mark of a good autonomous vehicle ride, is it's kind of boring.
Boring? Maybe to some.
Everyone's like, I wonder where they're going today, or I wonder where so-and-so is taking off to.
Go Marty recently extended rides 25 miles outside Grand Rapids to Deer River and the Leech Lake Ojibwe Reservation.
Uber doesn't come out to you?
No, we don't know what Uber is on the reservation. Transportation is the #1 barrier for our people. So this was like so amazing.
Is there like an element of like, take that, Twin Cities?
Sort of, yeah. We get requests all the time. Can you bring Go Marty to my community? Can you come and do this in my community? So we want to take the data we're gathering with Go Marty here in Grand Rapids and educate our lawmakers, our funding partners, our community members that it's possible.
Pretty cool, right? Kind of a cute name too, Go Marty. They even have a song contest that they did for marketing, and there's a cute Go Marty kind of countryish song if you want to check that out on YouTube. MnDOT says though right now they have no plans to do it again somewhere else. It would have to be sort of a separate project, testing new technologies or supporting programs that offer better transportation access across the state. So it seems like a one-off right now, but it could work. And another interesting thing people ask about is, why is it free for the people in town? And it's free because MnDOT and a lot of private companies and other entities offered grants and paid for this whole thing so they could get the data. The data is very important for business and for the future of technology. So that is why those 42,000 rides were able to be offered for free to everyone in Grand Rapids and greater Grand Rapids. Stick with us, more news and weather coming up after the break.